Hello everyone, I know it's been a while, I do apologise, but welcome back to a brand new video, the first of the new year, and this is a look at what is arguably one of the more infamous handheld consoles on the market, maybe aside from the Steam Deck. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Analogue Pocket. This thing is very expensive for what it is. It's a Game Boy, essentially, the ultimate Game Boy, many would argue. Uses original firmware, I'm pretty sure, to play Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. It's a really cool system. As I said, the pricing is what put me off getting one for a long time. It's a pretty cool system. I got the basic matte black. I'm going to show you guys what it's about and kind of give you some insight, if you were to pick this up yourself, what it's like. Well, as you can see, it's very much a Game Boy aesthetic with the Analogue Pocket logo there in the bottom or mid left, I should say. The logo has the standard pause, start and menu buttons, the standard D-pad and the directional buttons. They are pretty cool. Turn over to the back. We have a clear slot here. This is where the cartridge goes that it actually runs off of. We have the logo on the back, and yeah, it's a pretty basic system. As I said, I got the matte black finish one, standard on the market. I don't know really. I'm guessing it's a distribution or manufacturing issue as to why these things are so expensive. Either that or scalpers. They tend to be the bane of the gaming community for the most part, and they tend to sell things at an overinflated price, and yeah, they can go to hell. So the way this works essentially is like the ultimate Game Boy. It takes a C charger power unit. We take a game. In this case, I'm going to show you guys the physical capabilities. Pokemon Blue, one of my personal favourites. I've had this for about 12 years now. It does help put the cartridge in. As you can see, it slots in the back there, and yeah, we're going to play some Pokemon Blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold down the green button on the side here. We're going to boot this up to get the lovely logo that comes up. Open source software. We have the option to play the cartridge. Library. We have an FPGA. Okay, complete confession, guys, I do have an SD card for this, which has a bunch of ROMs on it, which is what I mainly use it for, but it will actually run, as you can see, it picks up the core menu, which is Pokemon Blue. You have an option to change the presets. I'm going to keep it as the urine coloured yellow at the moment, just to test this out for you guys. And as you will see, it will run off my actual save file, which I started many years ago. Yep, well done, you can dox me there, my real name. I've only put 6 hours into this. What is my team anyway? Wow, I chose a Weeping Bell for some reason. I don't remember having that. Bearing in mind I've had this game for like 12 years and I haven't played it in about 11, so I cannot remember what my team was, but I figured I'd boot this up to show you guys. Has Vine Whip, Sleep Powder, Acid and Poison Powder. Charmeleon, apparently I chose Charmander as my starter for this run. Mega Punch, Rage, Ember, oh yeah, and Leer. Gen 1 moves were pretty bad. And Gyarados for some reason, because Gyarados is awesome. Gotta love them stats. And definitely, yep, Body Slam, Bubble Beam, Bite and Dragon Rage. That definitely sounds like something I would do. You probably noticed a recursion here. These two will be weak to electric, even though it's not really relevant. And yeah, so I can function it just like it would. It runs directly off the original firmware. I'm in Lavender Town apparently. For comparison here, I do have my Game Boy Color with me. You can see the size difference, it's only minor, but having a backlit screen is definitely awesome. So I figured I wanted to try a Game Boy Color game as well to show you guys. This is the original Metal Gear Solid for the Game Boy Color. I've had this since I was a kid. I've had this game genuinely. I was in what we call primary school here in the UK. Okay, so here we go. This is Metal Gear Solid. I do apologise for the delay on that. Some edits will occur, so you might see some jump cuts here, some things I want to take out. As you can tell, I'm pretty bad at stealth games. I'm gonna try and avoid this guy here. Oh, no. Back, I say. Okay, he's going this way. I guess I will go this way. There's two pathways here. I don't know if this is the right way, but... oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna dip out here. So yeah, as you can see, very linear stealth story adventure game. I was never a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid series, but I've had it since I was a kid, and yeah, the full color palette. I love the fact that it's running off the same firmware. Okay, thank you, sir. This way. Did I do it? Am I supposed to go this way? What is the box here? Can I have this? Oh, a 5.7 handgun. Thank you, sir. No! Oh dear. And for the third and final game, I decided to pick a Game Boy Advance game, and I chose Sonic Advance 2. As you can see, it's on the back here. It's actually clipped into the console, just as Metal Gear Solid was. As I said, I'm just here to show off the physical capabilities. It's like the ultimate Game Boy, essentially. Some people have their preference. And my main issue with this system is the simple fact is that it runs off the price tag. Just irritates me. I don't understand why it's expensive, outside of scalping, as I've mentioned before. Being able to play this, I apologize if the brightness is a little off, but being able to actually, you know, play Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games, any of my Game Boy handheld games essentially, both physical and digital, is a really cool, wow, I'm terrible at this, a really cool thing. But at the same time, I understand that this is not, it comes across to many as inauthentic. It's like, okay, it's the ultimate nostalgia, but it sort of rewrites what our childhoods were, in a sense. But as a piece of technology, if I have to be as objective as possible, I do think this is awesome. But as I said, the price tag is the main thing that sort of I would say be cautious of, because scalpers, tricky individuals as they are, they tend to overprice things because they think because it's old or it does retro things, that means, wow, expensive. And they just see profit instead of playability, which I understand from a business perspective. But at the same time, it does not make things any easier when trying to purchase said consoles. Apologies, I've gone into full retail mode here, and I am completely boring the hell out of you guys. But we're doing it. We are doing this. Yeah. So this is Leaf Forest from Sonic 2, one of my personal favourites. I wanted to show off the actual gameplay. This thing does come in a range of colours. It comes in white, luminous green, I think black, obviously, as I'm playing it as purple, a bunch of different colours. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this look back at the Analogue Pocket, a very cool system. Very cool, I would say. Being able to play digital, like emulated games, as well as physical cartridges is definitely its selling point. I would argue that for its price, as I keep going back to, I would state that the average price on selling in the UK is between £250 to £450, for almost the same price as a PlayStation 5, essentially. But if you're a retro collector, I can see why you'd want this. Yeah, definitely one of the most expensive game consoles I own, and this is still one of my favourites that I keep coming back to. Being able to play the original Pokemon games again, backlit and fully, there are much cheaper ways and means of playing your console games for sure. But I cannot dispute how awesome this is, how cool it is. Just the pricing, as I said, is what throws me off. It has the volume button, as I said, a C charger, and it even has a, I believe that's a link cable, so if you're playing Pokemon games or games that can trade things to, it is possible to trade with another player. Another thing that makes this console all the more expensive for what it is. That's it for the Analogue Pocket. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.